Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope you can join me. I'm about 10 minutes late. I'm glad I actually didn't start on time because my neighbor brought over a gift. Hi, Larry girl. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I'm not on my new computer. I'm not on my new laptop computer. And so if I lose you, I'll just have to start another stream. I don't know what else to do because I don't have the proper connection. All right. Okay, so you're just Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. All right. Oh God, please pray for blessings. Pray for blessings that we won't have to restart the live stream. I'm a few minutes late. My neighbor Joanne brought over a beautiful, it's booze of some sort. I didn't open it because I had to rush on and I didn't want her to rush right off. So, okay. So today we're going to do a mix. Hi, Clarence. I didn't know how many people would join us today because we're going to do a few personal readings and we're going to answer all things, Q&A, all things metaphysical. And if you're just joining us, hi, David. Merry Christmas, everyone. If I lose you, we just have to start another stream like we did before. Okay? So send me some positive juju. All right, card of the day, 9 of Cups. So if you know me and you've been following me for any time, you know that I name a lot of my cards. And this one is it's my birthday. I'm fat, happy John Travolta card. So it's helping us to understand it's important to stay balanced at this time. It's great to eat, drink, and be merry and have fun, but we don't want to overindulge in any way that might not feel so great. Thank you, Heather. I really need it. Okay. All right. Many of you have been put in the prayer box. And in case you cannot join me later today on Jen Lynn's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, I would like many of you know Cappy's mom, and she fell and broke her wrist. So we're placing her in the prayer box. Please send prayers to Cappy's mom. Okay? Hi, Jen Lynn. I'll be seeing you soon. We'll be over on Jen Lynn's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central, and I think that's 1 Pacific, right? Okay. So one of the questions, we're just going to mix it up. I was going to do 1 hour for personals and 1 hour for crystals. And if you drop off and this isn't where you want to be because we're going to do a few personal readings, I certainly understand. Merry Christmas, Lisa. God, I hope this stays together. Please, Lord, help me. All right. Yeah, all kinds of prayers for Cappy's mom. Okay, because Prairie texted me. And so we'll be sending more prayers. All right, so Annie asked, which I thought this was really a great question. So it's her personal question, but it is about ascended masters. So she wanted to know, Annie wanted to know, are there any ascended masters here on earth now to guide us and teach us? Okay. Pouring rain in Vermont, flood warnings. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Maybe we're good to go. Thank you, Delilah. I actually wore this in my very first video ever. And one of my friends said, don't ever wear that again. It makes you look old. I couldn't believe she said that to me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Annie wanted to know, are there ascended masters here on earth now to guide us and teach us? Eckhart Tolle is very wise. I didn't really like his Earth series. That just wasn't for me, but his Be Here Now or Entering the Now, that one really spoke to me. Happy birthday, Donna Young. Yep, and I'm going to do, okay, let's do a little reading for Donna Young too. If you want, Donna. We might just do a card for what you need to know. We're also going to do one for Mira. Okay. So the first card we get is the Empress. So that's a big yes. Okay. And she is Mother Earth. So that it's a double yes, isn't it? Okay. Can everyone, you can all hear me, right? Hi, Deborah. It's so nice to see you here. Okay. So yes. So they are here to help us lift our spirits and acknowledging that we're having a very difficult time. But they want us to practice gratitude, of course. They want us to not lose hope. They're here to try to reinstill hope because the Five of Pentacles on its side is people that have lost hope or just can't see a way out of their current very difficult situation. All right, at the bottom is Eight of Wands. Now that is an urgency card. So I think they're trying to tell us about, we're really having to help Mother Earth. And there's urgency to it. Yes. Oh, Julie, you're not late. I had to start late. I'm so thankful that I didn't start on time, or my neighbor, I wouldn't have been able to open the door for her. And that would have just been awful. Okay, so they're helping us with families and our guides, our own personal guides, and family members that we've lost. So they help bring us together. For the Two of Cups. Yes, and they're bringing messages. So the answer is yes and yes. You're here as a warrior for Mother Earth. I believe it. I think we're all really tuning in to her. So lots of messages. It's not over. We'll have victory. And again, this is about, faith, believing. And this is the teacher card. The Hierophant is the teacher card. The card of Taurus as well. Lisa, I posted on the community page, so I have a few questions. So after I do this, we'll see. I can take a few. I think you did post on there. Okay, so the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups. Don't overdo it, and some of the things that they fear, they hope that we'll have what we want, but they fear when we are gluttonous or that things are, we take things for granted because we just want things quicker, better, faster. And so we might be hurting the earth in several ways. But they want us to know that victory is ours and we can move forward. This is the place where we're seen to them in the 7th and the 8th place, and to get over past wounds. It's a new day. So that was quite lovely. Yeah, greed is on the bottom. Greed, the hoarder, Four of Pentacles. I think they're trying to teach us to share, and to help each other through this, because these are the two people in the Two of Cups as well. All right, so their message to us is that they are here and they are teaching us. My chair's crooked. They are teaching us, they're helping us. We will be victorious, and there's an urgent message about Mother Earth. All right. Hi, Creator TK. Okay. So that was a great question. All right, so we did that one. One of the crystal questions by Gina, I noticed her in the chat, is what type of crystal helps with channeling? There are actual channel quartz. Of course, any crystal is going to help you channel. But there are actual quartz that have clear, not, well, you could use smoky too, facets. And on one side, like this has 4 right here, there will be 7 cuts. That's a channeling. Some say 5 cuts is 2, 5 facets, 7. So you can look that up. That will be very helpful. Selenite clears and boosts energy. So you can actually use selenite as a charger stick and place crystals on top of it. All right, so Simply Mira's birthday. She asked, what does she need to know for her 2021? We'll do a quick look into hers. I won't do a long reading, so I'll just give a yes or no or what they need to know. Hi, Cat B. So I think, Mira, that they want you to know that it's good for you to save money and proceed slowly. Slow and steady wins the game. What else is there for Mira? If you can, hit the thumbs up, guys. Can you believe I have knock on wood. Didn't get booted off. Okay, so Mira, they want you to save money. And they want you to allow your psychic mind to overrule your right brain to overrule your left brain rational side. Okay, so there's stay away from delving into the past too much. It's going to be really important that you do gratitude so that you can boost your vibrations for 2021. I'm sure that you're feeling fine, but I think a lot of these are defending yourself. So very clearly something has happened here that makes you feel sad from the past. So try to stay away from that and give gratitude of what it taught you and what to look out for in the future. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say about that. And this is around, there's a man in the family or someone that you had the relationship with. Okay. All right. I only had a couple of crystal questions. So I'll ask the other one and then we'll do another reading. For the Ascended Masters. For Mira, Connie. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Okay. One of the other, Curious Cindy, has anyone seen her here? She's usually here. She wanted to know what crystals help open the third eye. Well, again, any crystal will help, especially if you program it. You know, you hold it in your hand and you accept its energy. There she is. And then you ask the crystal especially to help you with that. And so again, five faceted quartz point. Not a point. It would be actually a flat surface with 5 or 7 signs, sort of like a stop sign. And third eye, there's a few things you can do. You can place black obsidian, although that's not the color of the third eye, blue is. You can lay on the floor and put black obsidian right there, and that will help you connect with people from your past that have gone to heaven. And thank you, Miss Carol. That's very kind of you. And You can also wear lapis. That's the color of your third eye. Any dark blue crystals. And there's another crystal that really helps. It's called dendritic agate or merlinite, and that will also help. But any crystal will help. All right. All right, so we answered both of those. A lot of people do really believe that smoky quartz helps too. But again, you can program any crystal to help you with any endeavor. All right? And of course, you want to clear it first. So run it under some cool water. Okay, Cheryl, that's a very good question. Rose quartz is kindness and love for all relationships. And thank you, Miss Catherine. Rose quartz is helpful for all relationships because it's kind, loving, self-love. But if you're really looking to bring romance into your life, you'll want to stand out in front of your house or apartment or dwelling and face the house. And then you're going to look for the furthest back right-hand corner. So for me, it would be my bedroom. It's actually my closet. So you face the house, and the furthest back corner on the right-hand side is your romance corner in Feng Shui. And you'll want to place two of crystals, a pairing of crystals there. So you could do 2 rose quartz, and you could do 2 rhodochrosite, 2 garnet, rhodonite, a pairing. So you want it because you want it to be for yourself and the person that you'll be with or are with. And you can also add amethyst, a boost in that corner. So rose quartz is great. I like 2 instead of 1. Carrying it on you just helps you stay nice and calm. I don't, calming, I go for amethyst a bit more, but rose quartz is kindness. All right, Connie Brown, what about turquoise? That's good for throat chakra. It's also very intuitive crystal. Again, any crystal is going to help you raise your vibrations. Hi, Prairie. I announced to everyone to send prayers for Cappy's mom because she fell and broke her wrist. Have you spoken to her today? Oh, that's great, Cheryl. Yeah. Okay. So I don't usually use turquoise for, that isn't one of the biggest crystal, it's not I don't keep one around very, very often, but it is good for the throat chakra. So clear communication. That's what I would use it for. And healing. I would buy local, Tisha. If you can go to a local New Age store, crystal metaphysical shop, that's the best. Yes, Connie, that's great. Okay. I know, Mari, it is very chilly. It's not even supposed to get to 60 degrees here today. And I'm further south than you. All right, so we'll come back to some crystals. Let me ask about oops, what did I do? The heck did I do? Here we go. All right, talks amongst yourself. Merry Christmas, Hope. Okay. Okay, so this is a good one. Joe asked, what happens to the inflated real estate market in 2021? Will the prices continue to rise? Lori Boyd, very good, Crystal. If you need to go to court for any reason, you want to bring tiger's eye in your pocket. It's a great negotiation stone. You're welcome. All right, what happens to the real estate market and the inflated real estate market in 2021? Will prices continue for any kind of court situation? Okay. What happens to the inflated high prices of real estate market? Will they continue to rise? Well, look, Connie, you're absolutely right. They have to go up at some point, right? Extreme Brands is in the house. Okay, Joanne, I will address the crystals for finances right after this. Okay. This is my bully card. So people continue to drive the prices up and it isn't fair for other people. So that's tough. Right, Joe? They can't dip anymore. Okay, yeah, and it isn't, I'm going to say this is a consciousness of not fair lending. And it looks like they just broke the rules here. I know they were doing the bad practices of the past. I know they were doing those stated incomes where you just tell them how much you make and they just give you the money. So and this shows that it is at an imbalance. I'm sure, it works great if you're selling, but then you have to go somewhere too, right? Yep, the greed is on the rise. So that lets me know it goes higher. The prices keep going up. But look at this, looking back at the past, at these 8 of Wands. These are the same things that happened before. How tragic is that? Because people didn't learn, right? Yep, and in case you just found us, please hit the like button, and I will be joining Jen Lynn at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern over on Jen Lynn's channel. She's going to do some readings about angels, messages from our angels, and metaphysical questions, so we're going to tie it all in. Well, that's not prices going up. That's some loss. So that's up at the top. So the answer to that is they go up for a while, and this is the, people doing things that are not right, breaking rules, that isn't helping people. Excuse me. And then it says, I'm not looking what I'm creating, nor am I looking where am I going. Can I really afford that house? So the answer to that is there will be a leveling off. They're still in, the greedy people are still in this for a while, and then there's loss. So I would say they will be going down, possibly at the end of 2021 or in the second half, because the first looks like we're still going up here. Yeah, and look at, there's going to be some laws enacted because we've got all the big lawmakers here. The Emperor, the Justice card, and the Hierophant. Look at all of that. There will be some very important lessons learned and some laws put in place to ensure that it doesn't happen again. Okay, let's do one of what we don't know about the real estate market. What can you tell us? What do we not know? Hernando County. Oh, did we have storms last night? I know it rained here. Okay, so we'll be hearing about this relatively soon. That's a good question, Catherine. I will ask that. Not fair practices, and that we're going to hear about some people that have really gotten burned. They'll be talking about that. They'll be on TV much more. People will uncover some hidden things. So we'll know about that. Now, Catherine Bush asked a very great question. Merry Christmas, Karen. What happens to people in the afterlife if they are narcissist by personality, and they create problems for others? Are they held accountable? What happens in the afterlife? We can ask about Nashville. Let me put that on my list. All right, so we're going to do Nashville prosperity crystals. All right, but right now, what happens in the afterlife to people who have been narcissists? Yes, I will. One dominant. Thank you. I put it on the list. I'm so happy you guys joined me today. I couldn't be with my youngest son and my daughter-in-law because they're around a whole bunch. They're over at her mother's, and it was a whole bunch of people. Okay. So this is the Ace of Wands, an answer to Catherine Bush's question. And we always get this for, like, you know how Pence just kind of tried to talk over talk on Kamala. It's their way of getting power, you know. So let's continue. Yeah, they hope they hope they don't have to pay for it later. They're like, I didn't do that. Okay. That's all in your head, right, Catherine? So this lets me know that even before afterlife, that they are challenged by something while they're here with this Empress on its side. Oh yeah, so it has something to do with them being narcissistic. It has something to do with their past lives and karma. So when they go to the great beyond, they have to do a lot of work. Thank you, Desiree. That's very kind of you. Merry Christmas. All right, so the answer is yes, and it's very involved, and it's a lot of work. Nine of Wands. And they'll have to make choices. And they may very well, Catherine, be paired with someone who acts that way in the next life. So that's karmic. Thank you, Miss Joe. Merry Christmas. That's very kind of you. All right. Yeah, I think that we're going to start hearing a lot of messages about the real estate, the inflated prices. Okay. So there's the answer to that question. They'll have to do a lot of work, and they'll probably be paired with someone that very much is the narcissist in this next life. Yeah. Wow, same card on the bottom. Look at that. Their soul is loved, but they'll have to do nurturing work when they come back. And even while they're here, they'll be faced with some big challenges. All right. May not be till the end, around the end of their life. So the answer to that is yes. All right. So in case you haven't watched my crystal video, back in my video bank quite a while ago, I did one video strictly on crystals for love, and I did one strictly for healing and balance and protection, and then I did one on finances. And so the best, whoops, did I just do those all upside down? No, just this one. So the best thing for your financial corner in your house, again, if you go out and you face your house, then you're going to look at the furthest back corner on the left. So romance is furthest back on the right. Finances is back corner on the left. Okay, so you have to go outside, turn around, face your house, and so I'm switching that as I'm telling you. So looking at myself, so I won't point. So furthest back on the left is finances. Furthest back on the right is romance. So in finances, you want to put also, it's good to do multiples of 2. And so green, aventurine, Aventurine, amethyst. You can also put some citrine, but I would do, actually, I think I would use citrine more in the middle of the house, so cancel that out. I would use that for helpful people area. But my biggest go-to is aventurine, jade, and amethyst. And that is in the prosperity corner. And you can also do that and when you're placing these crystals with your intention, you want to clear that corner. You really you don't want clutter in any place where you're putting crystals or trying to raise the vibration of that area of your life. So you want to keep that nice and tidy. Oops, what am I doing? I was separating them like I'm going to do a reading, a personal reading. Okay. Your shed area, you can put them in the shed, but you're also going to have in your apartment or your house, it's also going to be. Thank you, Ashley. That's very kind of you. Man, I was hoping to get to 5,000 for Christmas. But I am just happy that you're here with me. That's the real boost. Okay, so you can also use moonstone or wear moonstone. I would wear it to attract love. Garnet, rhodonite, rhodochrosite, rose quartz, anything, any crystal that's red. And so also any crystal that's green is great in the prosperity. But you always want to help soothe the energy there. So you want to add amethyst with that. That's funny, Joe. Okay, cool. And if you want to bring energy to any area of your house, tidying it up and getting rid of anything, especially that is broken in that area, like if you had something that's broken and you've glued it back together, or something that's missing something there, so you want to remove those. There's a really great book. What is it? Karen Kingston. It's called Move Your Stuff. One of them, I'm not sure of the author. One of them is called Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life. That is a phenomenal Feng Shui book. Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life. And the other one is Clearing Your Clutter. JJ Funky Threads. You want to eliminate any clutter in any area of the house that you're wanting to try to bring that represents the area of your life that you're trying to raise the vibration in. And also, when you're looking at that back left corner as your finance corner and that back right hand corner as your romance corner, you can also do that in your office. And that it's just as you're entering your office door. So the back left is amethyst and finances and adventuring, and the back right is romance. Desiree, you can just place the crystals right on your chakras. All right, so I'm doing a vision board for our new house. I've been purging it bit by bit to get ready for a move in 2021. One of the biggest secrets that I know about vision board, we used to do classes, and not only do you cut out pictures, but you also want to draw them because you're using right brain psychic energy when you draw, when you do anything creative. And so drawing your house will help it bring it to fruition more quickly. And, remember to add a lot of very specific things in the picture as you're drawing. So what kind of trees, what's the name of the street, all those kind of things. Thank you, Miss Catherine. That's very kind of you. And you also want to do, not only do you want to draw your pictures on your vision board, you also, if you see something when you're going through the magazines and it just stands out to you that that's a spectacular colored flower, for just no rhyme or reason, just that you liked the picture, you can put that up on your vision board, and it brings beautiful things like that more into your life. All right. And you want to try, Karen, you want to also try to do doubles. So 2 amethysts or 2 rhodonite. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. I know what I wanted to tell you. That's good for the car, Lisa Foster. I always have black tourmaline in I have a truck, a really old truck. It's really old, but it's very reliable. I keep 2 big hunks of black tourmaline in my truck, one in the front part and one behind my seat. So that gets rid of negative energy, especially while you're driving. So that's a helpful hint for driving. All right, people wanted me to ask about Nashville. What's behind that bombing that happened in Nashville? All right, let's look and see. Wow, 2 cups keeps coming up for us lately, and so many questions. So I don't think it was just one person. I think it was 2. Thank you, Danielle. That's very kind. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Hi, Fred, the Psychic Bunny. How you doing? Okay, so this was an agreement between 2 people. And it's about something they didn't like with government. They'll have to dig deeply into this. Yeah, it was a planned attack. It was someone did this to cause a problem. This is the bully card. The bully did this. Because they feel like they didn't get their way with something, so it was done in retaliation. Looks like there was money. The person was paid. There was exchange of money. Could be, Miss Connie, could be. JJ, I'm hoping, I don't think anyone was hurt, or at least when I saw it, I didn't think anyone was hurt yet. Okay, so it was a despicable act. Someone was paid. Someone didn't like a judgment of government. Thanks, Rihanna. That's very kind of you. Thank you so very much. All right, so I had a lady ask me about, I'm going to lose my place again. Okay, Rayan, you asked about a current relationship that has been on and off. Will it evolve, and will it end up being a committed relationship? So let's look at that. Hey, Soul Masseuse, great to see you today. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is for Rayan. She's been in a relationship that's been on and off, and she wants to know if it will become more fully committed, evolve, good, solid relationship. Okay, so when we look at this relationship, remember, you guys, when you're doing a relationship reading and we're asking about 2 people and 5 show up, it means there's distractions by other people that haven't cleared, that distract the people from making this commitment. It also can be competition. And someone that isn't willing to share. So that could be the dude. It could be concerned that if there was some sort of breakup, they would lose financially. Oops. So I'm going to say that you don't know everything about this person, okay? Because he's getting Billy Barr cards here. I think that you're needing to check out what this person is doing and with whom. I don't think you're seeing something here. So this sort of goes back and forth to continue. You are not stuck in this. You have the power to make changes. Don't be afraid to make these changes. Don't feel a false sense of responsibility or guilt towards this person. So I think you go through a little difficult period here, and then it could start getting better later when you stand your ground. I don't like this card when it's negatively aspected. It means there's a little power play going on here. I don't think these cards are very loving, and I would really revisit if that is actually someone that you want to be with, okay? I don't think they're making you queen, and I want you to be with someone who makes you queen and treats you like one, right? So rev up that relationship area. And also, you guys, it is so important. If you've had a private reading with me, then I've probably told you if you're wanting to create something. So if your gratitude is the golden prayer. So if you want more money in your life, more prosperity, you need to do a gratitude list for every time you've received a gift of money, anytime someone paid for your lunch, anytime you had a windfall from something or had a prosperous house sale. So give great gratitude and grateful thanks, write them down. So you make room to bring new. Whenever you're grateful for something, then you get more of those things. Okay, so if you want a new relationship, you gotta give thanks for knucklehead, right? Okay. I'm gone. It shows I'm still filming. Can you guys see me? Miss Charlotte, you can't see me? I hope it's not going to stop. God, please. It shows I'm still filming. Okay, David says he can. Okay, Delilah. All right. All right. Thank you very much. So we asked the realistic question. And, you know, if you want to bring in, and if you want to manifest miracles in 2021, thank you, Larry girl. Okay. Then you want to get, where's that book? The Magic. So I did in my video bank, I also have a video called Manifesting Miracles in 2020. I don't think enough of us did what we were supposed to do. Okay. Anyway, Rhonda Byrne wrote The Secret. Okay. And then she wrote The Power. And this is her third book, The Magic. And then I think she did one on The Map or something like that. Anyway, this is by far the most powerful book I've ever read on the practice of gratitude. And there's a little gratitude lesson, a little skill thing for you to do. You only read 2 pages per day, a page and a half, and then it tells you, what to focus on to bring more, goodies into your life. So there's just these little, this is one's magic money. On day 5, it takes you through an entire month. And again, doing gratitude for every time your mom gave you lunch money, So it's by Rhonda Byrne, the person who wrote The Secret. It's really easy. It's the most simple gratitude. Thank you, Miss Kieran. Merry Christmas. Clarence, get some rest. All right, so Rhonda Byrne, and it's called The Magic. It's the quickest way to raise all the areas of your life. And if you want to just zoom in to a specific area, you can just look up, the lesson for that area. So this is really helpful. My kitty just walked by. The Secret was based, there's some, no, she didn't steal all of the stuff from Abraham Hicks. Those lessons go way back to Wallace Wattles and Vincent Peale. God, I have some of them. Wallace Wattles. I can't remember. It's from a lot of people who wrote about what you focus on grows, right? And if you focus on gratitude and you write those things out, it goes way back. All right, here we go. One more time. Miss Lisa Foster. The book is called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And Byrne is Byrne. I thought The Secret was good, but this is by far her best book. By far the best. Okay. To the relationship one. Thank you, Miss Larry Girl. Okay, but everyone can still see me, right? It says I'm still filming. Okay. Anyone else have a crystal question? Okay, you can still see me. Thank you, Larry Girl. Someone had asked a question way back about moldavite. Thank you, Angela. Merry Christmas. Moldavite is a very strong crystal, partially from a meteorite, and its vibration is very strong. So when you get it, some people can't even be in the same room with it in the very beginning. So you have to. Oh, David, a sapphire ring. That's beautiful. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Beautiful present. So moldavite is very powerful. And it helps you connect with other beings. Katie Moonchild. Yeah, it's really, it's a great heightening your awareness, great way to connect with other beings, nature spirits. Okay, so when you get moldavite the first time, you don't want to put it on and go drive somewhere. You don't want to wear it. Yes, Patricia, it's in the earlier part of the video. You don't want to wear it while you're driving when you first get it. You don't want to wear it at nighttime. It's too powerful to wear at nighttime. It could disrupt your sleep. Another crystal that can really disrupt your sleep is rutilated quartz. So if you have rutilated quartz, the clear quartz with the little gold streaks cutting through it, you don't want to have that in your bedroom. Gina, that's a great question. It doesn't matter if crystals are cut or tumbled or polished. Just plain rocks. Well, all rocks are minerals, right? They're all very grounding, and they lift your energy. If you need, Joanne, that's a great question. If you need a crystal to help you sleep, that's going to be amethyst. Yes, thank you, David. Yes, lots of rocks have mica and quartz. So you're drawn to the crystal or the components, the mineral components, makeup of each rock. They're very grounding. Right. Curious Cindy wanted to know, what does retirement look like for her in 2021? Let's take a quick look at that. Chrysoprase is an excellent crystal for children. Helping raise their vibrations. And if their vibrations are too high, then you want to use howlite or amethyst, or even what's the name of that other black crystal? Black tourmaline. Obsidian, jet. Jet's very powerful. Shungite. That's the other black crystal I was looking for. And shungite helps protect from energy waves, like cell towers and stuff like that. T-Barb, it's great to pick up crystals or rocks. I used to go to an onyx. Yes, simply Mira. I used to go to lakes in Wisconsin and Minnesota, and I'd collect rocks. And my mom and dad had got that tumbler for me, and that was so much fun. Yeah. Shungite is great for the skin. Yep. Thank you. All right. So, Curious Cindy, what does retirement look like for her in 2021? And certain, T-Barb, the tumblers are so much fun. We had to put it out in the garage because, it goes for a long time. There's certain crystals that just come from certain places, like Michigan is well known for the Petoskey stone. But you're also going to want to have like a selenite bar so that you can set your crystals right on there to help clear them. All right, so it looks like a brand new start, Curious Cindy. New gifts. You might you might miss your work family. This is going to bring in a lot more spiritual practices into your life with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Appreciating the finer things in life, and you'll get to travel. So it could be car travel because it's the Chariot. And they're saying, you did a good job. Pat yourself on the back. Be more spiritual, too. Anyone else have a crystal question? Hi, Tinker Mouse. Merry Christmas. Good, Curious Cindy. That's awesome. Fred the Bunny, I can't believe I did. I must have discussed that with you. That is, you can use to get in touch with, I'll talk about selenite too. You can talk with your dear departed loved ones a little bit more easily when you lay down and put an obsidian on your third eye, okay? But also, thank you, Miss Curious Cindy. That's very kind of you. So, but if you really want to connect with someone specific, you can do that, but also a very powerful way to connect with them is by purchasing a piece of merlinite and setting it next to blue apatite. Okay, that's an amazing connective pair to help you talk to someone that has gone to heaven. All right, so blue apatite and merlinite. Some you can use dendritic agate, which a lot of people call merlinite, and also dendritic agate, merlinite, and there's also rock that comes from Mexico, a specific mine, and it's called silalamine, P-S-I-L-O-M-I-N-E, and I'm sure I am not pronouncing that correctly. Also very powerful for that. And blue kyanite helps you with your dreams, dream recall, lucid dreaming. Okay, and so selenite it helps clear your crystals. It helps raise the vibration in your home. I always use selenite and black tourmaline. I have them at my front door and at my slider door. You can have a slab of selenite and just put crystals on top of it to help clear them when you first purchase them, or to raise the energy of that particular. It raises the energy of that particular crystal that you put on there as well. Okay, Teresa Ford, yes. So one of my favorite, most powerful ones for connecting with our guides or our higher selves, there are several. Moldavite is a good one but there's one called phenakite. Now, it isn't easy to find silalamine, and phenakite is expensive, and I just have a small piece of it inside. I had it wrapped with a piece of moldavite to be absolutely raising the vibrations as high as I could possibly raise them. So I have a little piece of moldavite and phenakite together. Phenakite is P-H-E-N. Some people call it phenacite, P-H-E-N-A-C-I-T-E. Lucid dreaming, I like, this is my go-to for the dream crystals, as blue kyanite. Yeah, phenacite or phenacite. Yeah, Phenacite. Thank you, Jen Lynn. Rebecca Davis, that is one of the best books ever written on crystals. The Book of Stones. It's big, it's thick, the pictures are phenomenal, and it gives you, the two people that wrote it give you the material world look at the crystal and also for a spiritual look. So that it is awesome. I had that in my store. We had it on the front desk at Planet Earth. Many blessings. I will be joining Jen Lynn. If you're just joining us, I'll be joining Jen Lynn on her channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's one of the best crystal books. It hasn't been updated, and there's a lot of new crystals that they've been finding. But boy, for the other one I really like is the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, Hall. And she has, 1, 2, 3, and she also has one on the crystals that emit the highest energy. So phenacite would be in there. Phenacite would be in there. Does size matter with crystals? That is, she's asking. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's rough or cut. The only rough crystal that I've ever found that actually looks like it's been cut are Lemurian crystals. They're just formed that way. They're so cool. I love them for healing. In the latest edition, thank you for letting me know that. Size always matters, Connie Brown said. You guys, where's your mind? Okay. Another quick question. Gina wants to know if she's going to move before June 2021. Soul Masseuse, I don't have my store any longer. I had it until September of 2017 when we were hit by Hurricane Irma, and then it was just time for me to go. It was time for me not to manage a store or have the store, so I just went into my office, and I loved having the store, but you really are married to it. And I was there many times at night because I was promoting other teachers. Lemurians are one of my absolute beloved crystals. I would have, on the healing bed, I had 2 large Lemurians that I would have people hold in their left and right hand before we did healing sessions on them. Merry Christmas, Sharon. Okay. Who was it? 2021. Oh, where is that? Joe. No. Gina. Sorry, Gina. All right. Gina wants to know if she's going to move before June 2021. I don't think the mail is working today, are they? I don't think so. Oh, Julie, that's an awesome question. Okay. Will Gina move before June of 2021? All right, we're going to talk about sacred geometry with crystals, too. All right, this is for Gina. Gina, slow down with these plans for moving. You're going too quickly. Your ideas are good, but you could be going too quickly. And you have to have clarity about where it is exactly that you want to go. If you move too soon, you're not grounded, and your energy could be scattered with both of these nights. There's a lot of energy. This is packed with energy with those two horses there. I've been to that gem show. I went to the one in Franklin. In fact, that's where I purchased this. Oh no, not that one. The Healing Lemurians and a bunch of stuff to open my store with. Okay. The timing's a bit off for this, Gina. Please don't try to push through this energy. I think it could be a little bit later in the year. Wow, some big decisions with this. Remember to give thanks for where you already are before you move on to this other place. And you have something personal to work on before this move takes place. What did I say too quick? Yeah, it involves others. That's why we got 5 people here. So don't go so quick. There's really important decisions to make with this. Okay, so someone had a really great question about sacred geometry and crystals. Of course, if they're cut in sacred geometry, it's going to, like a Merkaba or a Merkaba, Merkaba, or C, Merkaba, Mercaba, Merkaba. No, it's a K, I think. And also, so that's a sacred, thank you, Miss Sharon. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Miss Astrid. Thanks for being here with me. I feel the same way. Thank you. The Merkaba is a sacred breath meditation, and it is such a sacred symbol that many countries will not even display a Merkaba for sale or anything that's cut in the shape. In the Bible, also, it goes back to the wheels, the beings that can move forward and backward and sideways and up and down. That could be the rotating Merkaba or Merkaba, however you say it. It's a very special sacred geometry, a cut. All right. And then also, you can remember to do grids. And if you print out the sacred flower, a pattern of sacred geometry, if you write on it what you're wanting to bring into manifestation, and you place the crystals on the words and in the flower, it's a grid. So that's really cool. Some people print out Metatron's cube to do that with as well. I like the sacred flower. Oh, that size doesn't matter. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, size doesn't matter, or rough or smooth. Doesn't matter whether it's been tumbled. It still has the same properties. Thank you, Fred the Psychic Bunny. Thank you so very much. The Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. You can print that out and place the crystals on there as well. Victoria Skirbo, Dr. Victoria Skirbo does a lot of readings on the astrology and Kabbalah of each month. That's fascinating if you like the Tree of Life. Okay. Any other crystal questions while we're at it? I wanted to answer this one for Joy Ling, if you're here. She's been having difficulty, challenging health situations. She wants to know if they'll be resolved, and she'll find out what's actually wrong in 2021. Yes, lots of times I do put crystals in my water, and I also write words. If you've ever seen the work by Masura Emoto, The Hidden Messages in Water, he's on YouTube too. If you hold your water and think of loving things, it changes the molecular structure of water. And you can just even put them right in your water and in your bath, like Jen Lynn says. Job promotion would be good communication, so that could be any of the blue stones, but any of your prosperity crystals, your aventurine, boost up that prosperity area in your house. Kingfisher, great question. If you want to start writing again or promote creativity, you want to use orange crystals like orange calcite, carnelian, any orange crystal. One that I really like is, it's up too high. I moved it. Is vanadinite. That helps you get your tasks done. All right, so this is, Kingfisher, carnelian is the way to rev up that energy. And then too, if you write, and you're in a lull, you can, okay, Kathy D. Job offer, I'll ask that. If you want to increase your level of intuition and creativity without using a crystal, if you're right-handed, use your left hand. So use your non-dominant hand to color. Write, color, draw. You can draw on a printout of a mandala, or just a coloring book, an angel coloring book, anything. Non-dominant hand, that increases your psychic ability and creativity, is all in that right brain. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say about this health question for Jay Ling, this could be allergies to something with Mother Earth. And they also want you to say more positive affirmations for yourself, like my body is healing. Yeah, I'm still getting herbs. There could be a very nice herbal remedy for this. You need to really change your speech. That is really going to help. Positive affirmations. There is an herb that can help you. and you are really okay. So just take small steps towards these and don't lean on them. Okay? Mojo, if you want to bring back estranged daughters, you're going to want to use the communication stones like sodalite and love crystals. Yes, I would switch it up. Tinker Mouse, even just color with your non-dominant hand. Thank you, T-Barb. All right, so I think you're going to be fine, but your self-talk isn't really good. So start saying positive affirmations that you are healthy in every way possible. Thank you, Miss Susan. I didn't get to your email yesterday. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. That's very kind of you. All right, Kathy D's got a job offer. She wants to know if it's any good. It doesn't pay as much as she would like. But then do a gratitude list on the jobs, the good jobs that you've already had. And the icky ones too. At least you got a job. How cold is it in Illinois, Jenlyn? All right, so Kathy D wants to know if that job, she's got a job offer, if it's going to work out well for her. Yes, Kingfisher, those are jaspers. Yep, especially red jasper, because the red color of the root chakra. So red jasper would be really great for warm, for grounding. Oh my gosh, 16 degrees. Oh my goodness. Okay, use your psychic ability, Kathy D. You know there's a bit of a problem with it. And they may have, look at these as two of the most psychic cards in the deck. The other one is the High Priestess. But you're not seeing something clear there, or someone wasn't really clear about the duties or the money, and the ground could be shaky there. I mean, as far as the balance isn't there. Trust your intuition. Keep looking. They don't pay enough, okay? Because it's touching the moon card. You have to go with the negative aspect. It's okay to take it for a while if you want to take it, but there'll be something new in 6 months that'll be better. Something new in 6 months that will be better. They're not being very honest about the money or the duties or something, so check it out. If you check it out, I think you'll be okay. It might be a good stepping stone to learn something else as well. Thank you, Miss Renee. Renee from Sweden is in the house. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. And that's my 6-month card. So if you want to pass on it, pass on it. If you want to take it just to learn something new and different, that could be a good good boost in a good direction. And so let's talk about crystals to help remove anxiety or hyperactivity, It's going to be any of the black tourmalines. Also, howlite. It's a white stone with gray matrix in it. Is helpful. Teachers need to have that in their room, and the black tourmaline. But so for protection, that black tourmaline is really good. You're welcome, Kathy D. It'll be a good stepping stone for you if you want to try it. Just get all the facts. So I place tourmaline and selenite, one piece of each, touching each other at my front and my back door. Anyone else have a crystal question? We have 20 more minutes. Crystal questions? Yeah, if you're focused on gratitude, it's impossible to be feeling fear or negative in any way. All right, let's see what 2021 holds for you and I. (2021) Tinker Mouse, my preferred method of charging them is when I get a brand new crystal, I usually run it through sage smoke. I light some sage, I run it through sage smoke. I also pass it under clear, cool water. And many times I will place it on a piece or next to a piece of selenite. But any of those work. What does 2021? What do you and I need to know about 2021? And remember, I'm going to be with Jen Lynn at 4 p.m. Eastern on her channel. All crystals are great and all crystals are helpful. You just want to use the right one to help promote what you're focusing on or what you want to manifest in your life. Speaking of manifesting, watch your dreams and give your faith a reboot. And this is the Four of Swords. So it's talking about faith, meditation. Our prayers are heard. Jen Lynn will be doing questions and answers about angels and angel readings. And we'll talk about metaphysical topics. We'll tie it all in. Look carefully at what you are focusing on, okay? Write things out. Pentacles are writing. Do your vision boards. That's really important. This is also receiving messages. So this would be, your animal medicine cards or any messages from outside. Jen Lynn will take your questions from her community tab. That's cool. All right. So they want you to be crystal clear about what you're requesting and what you're manifesting. Okay. So this is, you don't know what to do to help others, or you're not sure of your own God-given talents, gifts, and skills. What question do you have, Renee? So be very specific when you are and focused on doing your gratitude list. It's hard to get started. Remember, the dark forces don't want you to become more enlightened. They don't want you to do your gratitude list. You know? Very good point. Larry Girl, you are always on it. Yes, not personal questions, metaphysical or angelic questions. You're on the right path, TC Baker, because you're here with us. Crystals for teachers, howlite and amethyst and black tourmaline. And I would add selenite too, because selenite and black tourmaline help to balance. Also, another really good one is tourmalated quartz. So it is the white or clear quartz with shards of black tourmaline through it. So it's white and black usually. Tourmalated quartz, that is the balance of quartz itself and black tourmaline. Crystals to overcome depression and grief are black tourmaline and amethyst. Obsidian, snowflake obsidian, because it has black and white. Amethyst is one of the very best healing crystals there are. I sleep with it in my bed. I always have it on me at one point, one way or another. All right, so we need to really tune into our dreams. Okay, and let's get specific. Some of us have just kind of been, bobbling along. They want you to get very specific, to draw your vision board, to write out what you want to manifest. Katie, Moonchild's the most powerful crystal. I think there's most powerful crystals for, the topic that you want to manifest or the subject that we're, like healing. Amethysts are so great for healing. If you want to get messages from ETs, you could use tektite, which is a meteorite, and moldavite. Lemurians, of course, would be the Lemurian crystal. All right, work together as a team. We can have abundance if we give some, save some, spend some. Help your local merchant. Work together with others on earth. Healing the earth. We all have to work together. And you have okay, see you shortly before 4, Jen. This is spiritual work, teach people what you know. Do the right thing by saving money here in 2021. Give some, spend some, save some. We already talked about that. I'm also going to talk about this 7 of Pentacles. Not only is he out of focus, he's sort of daydreaming. So he needs to get to it, make a commitment to do these things, to help other people. I'm also going to give you a little clue about this. What are happening to the girls in Sweden who are first missing and then found no longer alive? Teresa Ford, if a crystal doesn't like it, like something, it will drop. Rebecca Davis, I'm going to say amethyst. Okay, teen men. The teens in Sweden. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this Seven of Cups. My nickname for this card, or when we're talking about Trump, I call it the smoke and mirrors, of course. But it's also when we're talking about what job to get next or what your God-given talents, gifts, and skills are, you know what they are. You're just not recognizing them. And you're tending to poo-poo them. I call this the Papa John's pizza card. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy D. Thank you very much. So Papa John was in his kitchen and he was making pizza pies. And a couple of his friends said, wow, John, you're so good at that. I wish I could do that like you. You really ought to open up your own pizza place. What if Papa John said, poo-pooed his gift and said, the world doesn't need another pizza? What if he said that? Then we wouldn't have Papa John's pizza and he wouldn't have all that money. What if he said, no, the world is really placing emphasis on IT work right now. You know, I should work in the computer with computers and writing code. Hi, Becca. Merry Christmas. I miss you. So you could, in 2021, take a look at what you're gifted with. Like, I know that I work really well with, and have always worked really well with seniors. So I had a lot of people ask me to help with their parents. That's something that is a God-given talent, gift, and skill, because some people don't have patience for that. You do something that people say, oh, Cindy, or oh, Renee, you do that so well. I wish I could do that. You know, whether it's hair or makeup. So you have these God-given talent, gifts, and skills. You're just not using them. And you want to really hone in on them so you can, it really isn't a job then when you're making money doing something that you truly love. And then, you know, so just look at what you're not using, because you've got this gift and you haven't been using it. Make a commitment to working on it. And it's obvious to other people what you're gifted at, just sometimes you don't place importance on it. So that's going to be really important because you can help other people using your specific gift, talent, or skill. Save money and be very clear at what you're manifesting. Do whatever you can to help the earth. And the big message here is work together. Pardon me. Work together. Arlene, you want to use amethyst? And I would get a massage from a person that is skilled. Hey, there's my brother. Hi, brother Steve is in the house. You want to get someone that does myofascial trigger point release masseuse. That will help the sciatica go away without any medicine. My favorite sister. I'm his only sister. That's hysterical. And thank you for the donation, Mr. Steve, big brother. All right, so that's the message for our 2021. Really pay attention to your messages that you get in your dreams. Use your God, make a commitment to developing your God-given talent, gift, and skill and using it in a way to help other people with it. Like my daughter-in-law, Courtney, is a stylist, but she could help anyone with makeup. It just comes natural to her. You're watching Christmas Story? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's so funny. Okay. Everyone's saying hi to my brother Steve. Can you put too much time and energy into readings on spirituality? I don't think so. Not as long as we're all learning, right? Do you have any topics that you might want to ask this on Jen Lynn's channel at 4. Becca, hi Steve. Teresa Ford, hi brother Steve. If there's any books that you would like to know that we can recommend on any subject, like Clear Your Clutter by Karen Kingston, I think it is, and Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life. If you want a recommendation on a book. Okay, great question, 5 Paces. If you want to cut cords, you're not going to like the answer to this question, but it works, and it works every single time. There are some techniques of envisioning the person in front of you and doing breath work and holding it. So you're turning your head in for 5, out for 5 as you're turning your head, and you envision the cords being cut. That it works, but not as well as the other one I'm going to tell you now. It goes back to this gratitude book. If there's so let's talk about Knucklehead, my ex-husband. So he did something really bad, but I needed to cut those cords, and they were very strong. So you have to go back and do gratitude for Knucklehead. I told you weren't going to like this. So you need to go on a piece of paper, and you need to write out, I'm so very grateful, write it out. Gratitude works so much better if you write it out. I'm so very grateful for Knucklehead because one day I didn't feel good and he made me something to eat. You have to dig deep with those difficult relationships. I'm so very grateful for Knucklehead because one day my truck wouldn't stalled, and he came and gave me a ride. Hi Teeny Love. I'm so very grateful for Knucklehead because he helped my youngest son's best friend get a job he would never have been able to get on his own. We'll be on with Jen Lynn on Jen Lynn Turo's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 Central, and 1 p.m. Pacific. If you have any questions about angels or all things metaphysical that Jen can answer, or myself. Arlene Armstrong, crystals for sciatica pain and arthritis. So again, it's going to be amethyst. Thank you, Miss Jan. Merry Christmas. And if you have the sciatica, you need to get a massage with someone who specializes in myofascial trigger point release. That will work. All right. Any other crystal question? Did I miss somebody? Any other crystal question? Or an evolving spiritual question? How do you clear dark side? Gratitude, prayers, and black tourmaline. Exactly. Okay, if you're Jan, you cannot write that you are grateful for your lying, stealing sister. No, you have to go back to think about if she ever did your hair for you, if she ever gave you a ride, if she paid for your lunch, she took you to a movie. So anything that you have obsessions about, citrine helps break habits. Citrine, that's also A lot of people are drawn to opalite. It is man-made. But I think it's beautiful, so you're just drawn to beautiful things, right? Joyce, crystal balls are formed by cutting them. And it doesn't make any difference whether your crystals are raw or polished or faceted cut. This is raw, this is faceted and cut. Cords do cause spiritual and physical harm because you're carrying resentment. The only way to clear those cords is to do gratitude for that person. Sodalite is a good stone for communication. I don't think crystals have cons unless it's like, don't put rutilated, don't put the merlinite and the blue apatite touching each other by your bed if you don't want to speak to loved ones that have crossed over. And don't sleep with rutilated quartz nearby. Renee wanted to know what's going on. Right, Christine Buckingham, you can find something to be grateful for. Even if that person made you feel special one day or gave you your favorite coat as a present, you can find it. Raise the frequency of healing, raise the frequency, raise your vibration. Clear quartz. If you really want to raise it up, phenacite. Crystals do to water. They do energize the water, and you program your water, you program your crystals. Renee wanted to know what's happening to why are the young men disappearing in Sweden? Oh, good, 5 paces. You did it. Listen, we had classes at the Way of Positive Change, and we did, gave out these books, and everyone went through it. I had people that received messages from their mothers, if they had been estranged from their mom, and they wrote out 20 things about their mom, for a special haircut or earrings that you gave them or whatever. And I had people reconnect with people. It was miracles. It was miraculous. And I've never had anyone call me and say it didn't work. Never. Somehow, Renee, lust is involved with that. This is the Strength card. It's on its side. Aleister Crowley's card for lust. Someone that's got weird bipolar. Excuse me, my stomach's growling. I'm so hungry. The Lover's card. This is sexual in nature. Has something to do with that. So, they're not balanced. So they haven't worked out their issues with that. Yeah. So there's an affirmative message from 5 paces. She went through the exercise of gratitude, and it really worked. Listen, it works every single time. You go back and you give gratitude for Knucklehead, and a new, beautiful love can come in. If you go back and you be thankful for the ones you've already received, then the new person comes in more quickly. If you want more prosperity, you give thanks for every check for every company that you're very grateful that they gave you checks so that you were able to pay your bills. And then you also write on your bills when you I write. This is what I write. Thank you, Father God and Lord Jesus, paid in full. So I always write gratitude on every single bill because I'm grateful that I can pay for it, and I'm grateful for the electricity. I'm grateful for the water, right? All right, so the exercise for gratitude is, for cutting cords or bringing any more of a desired outcome, or if you want love, then you give gratitude for the lovers you've had in the past, right? More prosperity, you give thanks for, I work for the hospital, so I give thanks for the hospital system that I worked in. And we're raising the energy here. And if you really want very simple, quick, little lessons in gratitude, you want to get Rhonda Byrne's book. It's called The Magic, and her last name is spelled Byrne. Okay, and there's 30 small daily lessons. It tells you, it goes over, health that you've had in your past, every time you've healed from something. Mojo, you will do a gratitude list of 20 things for each daughter. For anything wonderful, whether they made you laugh one day. Can you tell me where I'm going to get my first job? Let me just shuffle till one card comes out. I graduated this year. Okay, well, thank you, Mojo. Merry Christmas. That's very kind of you. Where are you going to get your first job after graduation? Looks like you're going to work 2 jobs. Okay, so you might be putting together 2 part-time jobs, and you might be doing something that you're to just get by, and till you can straddle into something later. Be optimistic. Remain optimistic. Give thanks for every time you've been asked to help. You have to work at this very hard. There's so much available for you. So very much. Crystals for healing are amethyst. We answered a lot of questions on crystals, so I hope this is a very helpful video for all of you guys. And then we're going to, I'm going to be on Jen Lynn's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, so you can join us over there. If you please like and subscribe. So make a plan on how you're going to get this job. A plan of action. You need a plan of action. You can't just think about it, and you're going to have to go get it. And don't be too quick to cross things off your list. Be willing to try some new things. So you're learning, and then you'll get the coins, and you just have to try. This is the beginner. Okay, so Desiree, crystals for sciatica, crystals for healing are amethyst. But if you have sciatica, it's really important to get a massage with a licensed massage therapist that specializes in trigger point release, because that will get rid of it. And I would do that. I would do both of those. All right. So the message for all of us was to work together in groups, spend some, give some, save some. Be specific with your plans and use your God-given talent, gift, and skill to help other people. Thank you. Yep. If you'd like to have a reading with me, you can go to my booking page on the Way of Positive Change, my website. You're welcome. All right. Sciatica will be released if you get a good trigger point massage therapist. Thank you so much for being here. Have a Merry Christmas. Please join us on Jen Lynn's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central, 1 Pacific Standard Time. It was so great to see all of you. Thank you, moderators, for being here on your holiday. You're so awesome. Remember to send prayers for Cappy's mom. She fell and broke her wrist. She's all right, but she needs healing prayers. Okay, you guys, I'm so happy that we didn't have to start the video over again. Thanks so much. All right, and I'll see you over on Jen Lynn's channel. Bye. Much love to you.